They are now 48-0 against teams outside of Japan. The question is, it probably is going to get to 50. Where does it stop? That's where the question comes into play.
I think one of the reasons that we're so consistent is that we focus a lot on our team, and we've prioritized a lot of our practice as a team rather than individually, and just put in a lot of time team building.
This is the consistency of Alliance Rogue. This is how they win games.
I think right now, like Alliance Rogue, like found like a new playstyle with Volti, because like we never like managed to play with a player that have a specific playstyle. We every time try to play super meta. We are not playing like sneaky picks or any special picks. Like we always try to play super like normal. So right now we have a Carbon player, which is like super different from our playstyle every time. And right now what makes it super strong is like in a short time, like we managed to make like Carbon work. Like we found out like what makes it strong and what makes it like less strong, like his weaknesses. And yeah, I think we got the right answer with Carbon. Like during my break, like I wasn't like super off of Splatoon. I was just competing on other games. I was still learning like about how getting better at the game, how manage to be like still consistent. So when I backed up, I was like, I didn't lose anything from Splatoon. I just learned like on different things, like team management, like and maybe just myself. Like my problem was also always like myself, my mentality. So I don't know why I haven't lost anything like on my mechanics. Like it's just like I'm born to play Splatoon or something. But yeah, like I stopped video games completely. I was just learning other things, which makes me like better on Splatoon as a player and as a teammate, of course.
I think the biggest thing that's allowed me to stay at the top for so long is that I've always been committed and had a good mentality. I've never been one to like tilt or push the blame onto other people. I always focus more on me than anyone else, and then the team comes after that, and then just go from there.
I would say is like I want like to leave Splatoon with no regrets. Like I still have some regrets from the past, like World Championship and my past behavior. So I just want to like leave Splatoon with a great memories from it, no regrets, make my mates proud, make myself proud, and like the only title I'm missing is like World Champion. So I'm just trying to get it.
The thing that keeps me in the game and keeps me competing is just my competitiveness and drive to win. I've always loved Splatoon and the competition, the people in it, and it keeps bringing me back for more and more events.
I don't want to play Starburst. They're the best in the West, and I want to save that for Grands, not semis.
I would definitely say Alliance Rogue, because how they play is like it's very annoying, because personally, like the Sharks, and they have Volti, the Carbon Roller. Carbon Roller is like really annoying to play against because the matchup.
We're pretty confident, like even like the short time of practice, like we know how they play, like they know how we play. But I think it's just all about like being confident. Like we know we can beat them, we know who they are, we know they're pretty strong. But yeah, I think we're confident. We're not scared.
Versus AR, we've always had a winning record against them. I don't think we've even lost a set to them since Starburst became a thing. But they're obviously very good as well, and anything could happen this weekend, but I think we'll take it.
Look at where Scar is! And is getting the pincer with Volti from the other side! There's nowhere safe to stand in the base, Kbot!
For that set. But Popkin, what do you think really allowed Starburst to get away with everything they were doing in those games?
Skill issue.
I think like we have an advantage because we know more how they play than they know how we play, because we have Carbon right now. Like they haven't practiced us a lot, so they might get surprised on some maps, I would say. It's definitely not 2-0, definitely. So it's gonna be 2-1. Probably like Graveyard Shift, like last map, I'm pretty sure. But we will see.
I have a lot of respect for AR, both as players and also people, but on match night, there's no respect in the server.